The master wanted to hear a few songs. Ramlal and a Brahmin official of the temple garden sang. Dwell, O Lord, O lover of bhakti, in the Vrindavan of my heart, and my devotion unto thee will be thy Radha, dearly loved. And again, the dark cloud of the summer storm fades into nothingness, when, flute in hand and a smile on his lips, lighting the world with his loveliness, Krishna, the Dark One, appears. His dazzling yellow robe outgleams even the lightning's glare. A wreath of wild flowers interwoven gently swings from his youthful breast and softly kisses his feet. See, there he stands, the Lord of life, the moon of Nanda's line, outshining all the moons in heaven, and with the splendor of his rays, flooding the Jamuna's bank. He stands there, stealing the maidens' hearts. He lures them from hearth and home. Krishna enters my own heart's shrine, and with his flute note steals away my wisdom, life, and soul. To whom shall Ganga Narayan pour out his tale of woe? Ah, friend, you might have understood, had you but gone to the Jamuna's bank to fill your water jar. Again they sang. High in the heaven of the mother's feet, my mind was soaring like a kite, when came a blast of sin's rough wind that drove it swiftly toward the earth. Master to the devotees. As the tiger devours other animals, so does the tiger of the zeal for the Lord eat up lust, anger, and the other passions. Once this zeal grows in the heart, lust and the other passions disappear. The gopis of Vrindavan had that state of mind because of their zeal for Krishna. Again, this zeal for God is compared to collyrium. Radha said to her friends, I see Krishna everywhere. They replied, Friend, you have painted your eyes with the collyrium of love. That is why you see Krishna everywhere. They say that when your eyes are painted with collyrium made from the ashes of a frog's head, you see snakes everywhere. They are indeed bound souls who constantly dwell with woman and gold and do not think of God even for a moment. How can you expect noble deeds of them? They are like mangoes pecked by a crow, which may not be offered to the deity in the temple, and which even men hesitate to eat. Bound souls, worldly people are like silkworms. The worms can cut through their cocoons if they want. But having woven the cocoons themselves, they are too much attached to them to leave them. and so they die there. Free souls are not under the control of woman and gold. They are like some silkworms that cut through the cocoon they have made with such great care. But they are few and far between. It is Maya that deludes. Only a few become spiritually awakened and are not deluded by the spell of Maya. They do not come under the control of woman and gold. There are two classes of perfect souls. Those who attain perfection through spiritual practice, and those who attain it through the grace of God. Some farmers irrigate their fields with great labor. Only then can they grow crops. But there are some who do not have to irrigate at all. Their fields are flooded by rain. They don't have to go to the trouble of drawing water. One must practice spiritual discipline laboriously in order to avoid the clutches of Maya. Those who attain liberation through the grace of God do not have to labor. But they are few indeed. Then there is the class of the ever-perfect. They are born in each life with their spiritual consciousness already awakened. Think of a spring whose outlet is obstructed. While looking after various things in the garden, the plumber accidentally clears it and the water gushes out. Yet, people are amazed to see the first manifestations of an ever-perfect soul's zeal for God. They say, "Where was all this devotion and renunciation and love?"